We would like to welcome back Thomas Abraham James from Pulsar Helium. Pulsar is a dedicated helium explorer and developer with its flagship Topaz project located in Minnesota. They recently announced the completion of a capital raise and the commencement of drilling activities at Topaz. Welcome back, Thomas. How are you today?
Lovely to be back and nice to see you again, Anna, and hello to everyone out there who's listening. Yeah, as you've just summarized there, it's been an extremely busy time for the company, I must admit. So it's been starting off last month with the capital raise. So we were able to get $4.2 million into the company. And that was obviously gratefully received, and a wonderful new shareholder that we have who took up the majority of that, a group called AB Crescent. And what's really nice is that it gives a lot of faith in what we're doing. So right now we've got a drill program. We're drilling the appraisal well at our project in Minnesota, which is a huge milestone. So that will really confirm, the objective is to confirm the discovery that was made years ago with 10.5% helium. So we're drilling about 50 feet away from that. But with this investment that came in, so according to the standard Canadian regulatory rules, is that they're escrowed for 4 months. So during the period where the drilling occurs, they're not able to move their shares. So that really gives a lot of faith and confidence in what we're doing here. So yes, as I say, with the drill rig, so that just started last Friday. We're now going down. We haven't reached target depth yet, but what we anticipate is that later this month, we'll have the results from that well. And so, yeah, really, it's going to go down to the depth where the original discovery was made, 10.5% helium. To get that in perspective for the audience, really anything that's 0.3% helium or more is deemed to be of interest. And so 10.5% helium is truly world class. So we go down, try and replicate that original discovery, but then also penetrate down deeper to find out what else is down there. And so we'll have all that coming out, the results of that coming out later this month. We've also got a new director on board, so Brice Laurent, that came with that new investment group. So we certainly welcome Brice to the board. And so now it's just a game of nervously pacing up and down and waiting for that drill hole to reach target depth. Extremely exciting, culmination of years of work to get to this point.
Congratulations, exciting times for you. So talk a little bit about the objectives of the drilling program at Topaz.
So the big one is replicating that original discovery. That was at 1,800 feet. So the hope, the intention is that we go down and we hit that same reservoir that was encountered those years ago. And then should that be successful and should we get the results and replicate, then all that data will then be given off to an independent resource evaluator to then say, okay, well, what's the size of any helium occurrence that's down there? And should all that be positive, then obviously we then start to look towards, okay, so what would this look like in a development scenario and, hopeful production?
And talk about who participated in the capital placement.
Yeah, so most of it came from one group, this group called AB Crescent out of the Netherlands. And really, they're just financial investors, but believers in what we're doing, and so much so that yes, one of them, Brice Laurent, has joined the board. So really great group to have on board.
And congratulations of that new board member, Brice Laurent. Can you talk a little bit about him?
Yeah, so his background is financial, particularly when it comes to, say, the debt markets, and that really adds a new skill set to the team. So particularly if we're successful, if we move forward, if we get to that development and we need that capital to build a construction of a helium facility, Brice's skills will be gratefully accepted.
And who is on site at the Topaz project during drilling?
So we've got roughly about, let's see, at the moment it's around about 20 people, most of that being the drill crew. Then we have the engineers, we have the mud loggers. We're collecting data in real time as well. So we get all the gas readings from down the hole, the penetration rates. It's quite a high-tech operation. We've had the regulator come to site. So we're regulated by the Minnesota Department of Health. Got our operations manager, and then we've got me as well. I can't forget myself. So I'm currently speaking to you from just a couple of miles down the road from the drill rig.
And speak on this global helium market. How is it looking? Is there still a shortage?
Yeah, the shortage is really showing no sign of disappearing anytime soon. So we get our market intelligence from a group called the Edelgas, and they look at the helium imports and exports globally. And it certainly confirms that there is still that shortage out there. And I know, too, speaking to end users of helium, that many of them are not receiving their full allocation. So, yeah, the helium shortage is real. And that's really the whole reason why Pulsar exists, is that we're looking at primary helium projects not associated with hydrocarbons, and really to contribute to the supply, but also importantly to US supply, because US supply has been in decline for some time now.
And Colin says, congratulations on the raise. He wants to know, is there a specific use of the proceeds?
Yeah, look, what that does is that will go towards with the drilling. It'll enable us to do some more testing with that, but then also it has us well positioned for post drilling. Should it be successful, then we're able to get on all the other work. So the resource assessments, feasibility studies, and so on.
Don wants to know if there's an ETA to target depth.
Yep. So we'll inform the market when we get there. We've said that it should be. I'd probably say we're looking at about I don't know, later, maybe perhaps by the end of next week, should all go well. That's when we'll be at the right depth.
And Ed Baker wants to know, are you equipped to handle production, or do you need to bring in a partner?
We're very confident that we would be able to do that ourselves. We've got a highly skilled team, and also a helium plant is a much simpler operation than, say, one for hydrocarbons, for natural gas. It's got a much smaller footprint, and to be, for scale, to be a significant producer of liquid helium, that would mean producing one container of liquid helium, so a 40-foot container of liquid helium per day. So it's not exactly a huge operation. It is very technical, but the equipment and a lot of this equipment's actually manufactured in Minnesota as well. So we're certainly in the right neighborhood, and I believe we've got the right people.
And Fred Norman asks, with these new funds, are you looking at any new projects or any new locations?
We have another project in Greenland, so we'll be doing activities there. So internally, we discovered helium in East Greenland, our Tunu project. So we will be advancing that one as well. It's at an earlier stage than the Topaz project in Minnesota, but yeah, it's certainly worthy of getting that one moving forward.
Wonderful. Thomas, do you have any closing remarks for our viewers today?
It's a very exciting time, and we're going to be putting out lots of material there to keep people, to feel as though you're here on site with us. So have a look at our Twitter feed, our X feed, I should say, and yeah, hopefully join us for the ride.
Wonderful. Congratulations on these updates, and we look forward to following you along your journey. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Anna. Thank you very much.
Okay, stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.